Look at those bolts, y'all. They're bad. They're bad bolts. Bad bolts. Just broke a bit drilling these things out. It's the second one, and it's I don't think it's because of bit quality. It's just that I have a real hard time going in like straight and keeping it straight. So, you know, that bit will be like wobbling because me holding the drill, I just can't do it steady. Like, I'm not on drugs or anything. It's just, you know, it's hard after a while. Anyways, point is, these bolts all have to be drilled, but I am, there's a ray of hope. So this one right here had to be drilled completely out. Like, I just had to keep stepping the bits up. But this one, all I had to do was drill a hole down the center with a bit small enough to not mess up the head, and it popped out. Same thing with this one and this one. This is actually the one with a bit stuck in it. So I think when you drill in, the heat from the drilling maybe does something in there and it breaks free some of the rust, or alternatively, or in conjunction with that, the bit removes the core, and that gives the metal some more room to compress. I think, maybe. I do this on Jeep doors a lot because the Jeep door bolts are notoriously bad and they'll break, and Jeep uses those Torx bits and they're really bad. So anyways, point is, drill a hole through the middle, don't mess up the head, and you'll probably be able to get it out. Probably. If not, you're gonna have to step up. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna keep moving and rolling and get this thing off, because I just found an extra 30 minutes today and I'm gonna get it done. We got it, guys. Now I'm not quite sure what the next step is, because there's a couple things, not sure how I'm gonna fix it. You can see where it got a bit of a crunch. So that obviously needs to go straight. We're buckled right in here. And obviously got some issues going on over here. I'm thinking I need to find a donor windshield to donor us some pieces. But in lieu of that, I think I may cut this portion out right here. Well, first I think I'll strap it to something and try to get it straight. Once I get it straight, I'll figure something out. I'm not quite sure. I have a line, I think, right now on a windshield that's pretty rough, that might have a couple good inches of what I need. So I'm gonna text that guy and see if he's still got it. If he doesn't have it, it's likely because he trashed it. So that's that'll be annoying if that's the case. But other than that, I think that's all I need to fix right there. I mean, obviously, where it's sandwiched right here, I might go ahead and throw a couple tacks in there and make it look a little better, and get all the rusted bolts and nuts out without ruining the threads. Straighten this soft top channel up so that I can reuse it. I'm not gonna get to work right now because I gotta go do stuff, but I'm really excited that I got this off just now, and this has already become a 5-minute video, so I need to shut up and go do other things and come back when I figure out what I'm gonna do here. All right, this is what I came up with. So I've got this part strapped to a couple big pieces of wood right about where I needed it to hinge, and every time I click, I don't know if you can really tell, I get a little bit of movement, and then I'm gonna get a hammer and I'm gonna kind of try to coax this bit out as much as I can. I don't think I'm gonna do much. I might actually, I don't know, maybe grind. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grind this out right here. Maybe try to get in there and pry that up. That's what I just decided I'm gonna do. All right, so I cut a gash right in there and I pried up on it. Kind of stuck this bad boy in there like that. Pried up on it while hammering down on this little hump right here. And that's kind of widening out this crease. Never really done this before. These two, I'm just gonna cut those out completely. And I'll weld a little patch in there or something if I do end up using this frame. I might just end up not using this frame if I can't get it to be good enough, but I think I'm gonna get it to be good enough. Let's keep going. All right, so here's the problem I was having with my original plan, was to try to get this strapped down flat and, you know, just strap it down until the whole thing kind of just flattened out. But I can't get a strap around this portion, right? Because, so the strap has to be on this side of the bend because of the pivot point. And so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm a little worried. So I think I can use these two holes, maybe run some screws through it with maybe a chain, and then run the strap through the chain and run that through here. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I've made it a little bit better. I need to make it quite a bit better though. Gonna probably end up removing some metal to make it work. I think that's gonna be the easiest way, possibly the only way to make this salvageable. Definitely salvageable. I'm definitely gonna make this work because I don't want a different colored windshield frame. It's gonna throw everything off. I'm gonna have to make it work. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, so I figured something out. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I've already done this. So I bolted the bracket to the frame so that I can have a pulling place. And so if you see this little divot right here, the dent where it caved in on itself when it bent, however it bent, I don't know what happened, I don't know the history on it. I am gonna, since I've already cut quite a bit of the, well, not quite a bit, but I cut some of that out. I'm gonna cut more of that out so that I can get a punch right through it and punch this dent out as I crank on it to try and straighten it. I'm gonna get it set up and hopefully it'll be easier to explain once I get it set up. All right, so I got it set up pretty much the same as last time, except I have a better anchor point over here so I can get the pivot point on the block where I need it. And now I'm gonna cut some of this metal out so that I can get a hammer and a chisel in there and kind of do a little coaxing while I strap and see if any of this is gonna work. This is my first time doing something like this. Very backyard mechanecking. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna claim half a success with this. So I need to drill these side holes out, or rather there's one that has the rest of a bolt in one still that I drilled out, that I need to get the rest of the bolt out, chase those threads, and get 2 other bolts in here to get it to work the best. You can see a little bit right here where I mean, it's really hard to get it on the camera, but it definitely is working. My plan is working. I feel like this rarely happens. I'm getting excited again. Whew, I'm so excited, but I got other shit to do right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work on this anymore right now, but doesn't matter to you because it'll go like that. All right, we're back at it. I've set it up all the same, except I put I threaded these bolts in. Took a minute to get the old ones out and rethreaded. Hey, speaking of which, there's one of the old ones right there. And I've got it all strapped up. I've got a hammer somewhere and a chisel somewhere, and I'm gonna try and get this thing to look right. Hopefully this is the last time I have to strap it up. I think this one is gonna do it. All right, that wasn't the last time, but it is the last time for today. It keeps getting a little bit straighter, but y'all, it doesn't want to go to where it needs to go. I'm gonna have to sleep on this and think about it. I did a little science with my straight edge because I know there's supposed to be a little bit of a rake to the thing. Oh, and there's my blood sugar going low. I'm gonna have to go deal with that. So, you know, I just figured I'd put it up here, see the distance, do a little bit of scientific triangulations, and you can see that there's quite a bigger space here. So, you know, it looks pretty good. Obviously, it looks like shit, but like the angle and the flatness on the front looks decent, but it's still not where I need it to be. So, I'm gonna have to play with the hinge point, I think. And maybe, I don't know, maybe put a 2x4 in there too, so that there's 2 hinge points and maybe a little more leverage action. I think that might work. We'll find out tomorrow. All right, we're gonna try this hopefully one last time. So before I had this flat against this block, now I've got a hinge point on both sides. I think that might help. But I just got to make sure that I don't over flex it and then I'm really hinging where I want it to hinge, if that makes sense. So we're going to see what this accomplishes, if anything. We'll see. Okay guys, I've gotten it to what I'm calling straight enough. I think it'll work for what I'm wanting. But luckily I have a later model, you can see it poking out up there, windshield frame in really good condition that I'll just let go when I sell this thing. Because I don't know what the next guy's going to want to do with it. I know what I'm doing with it. But the next guy might want to, you know, redo that whole body and make it like new. Make the body match this immaculate underside. So we'll just have to see what happens. But for now, I'm going to patch up this hole that I cut. Ooh, look at all that rust that came out. Do a little work on this. and clean up the whole thing. Get all these little rusted out brackets off. Don't worry guys, I'm not gonna throw it out or anything. So I think that's part of the soft top maybe. I've come to believe this is a factory soft top. I haven't really done the research on it yet. But in any case, doesn't matter because it's gonna be topless when I'm done with it. It's gonna be a summer runner. Although it will come with doors and a top. Y'all, I'm tired. I don't want to look at this anymore. I don't want to look at all this anymore. I really got to clean this place up again. What am I doing with my life? You guys ever just lose ambition? You just get to a point where you're like, fuck it, I'm going to sell everything. I'm going to sell everything and live in a camper. I could probably liquidate and make enough to live in a camper for years and years and years and years to come. But that's it for this, the end of this depressing video. I feel like what I did should have worked, and it's just not, it's not working. Like, it's just, there's that last little tweak I just can't get out of there, and I don't know why. Probably because there's a slight bend somewhere else that, see, like if you just, it's not laying flat like it should. And if I press on this, it does seem like this just keeps going up. I feel like that's where it needs to bend out. I just don't know how. I don't know how to do it. I'm sure that there are some people out there and some videos I could watch. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. That's it. That's it for this. Honestly, y'all, that's it. I'm done for now. I'm gonna move on to other things. I gotta make some money. I might end up start working on Big Red out there because the title's finally in for that thing, and I can start working on it without potentially wasting my time if I couldn't get a title. But I got the title. Lucky me. I think I might start on that next. Get something done that I can sell. Sounds like a plan. I'm rambling, being depressed. Bye.